obviously
like,
charging the entire week and saying it's for 2 days.
yeah, like they're not that dumb. Like the courts aren't the most smart, but like they're also not that dumb. Like, come on. Oh,
Yeah. Although you never know, loopholes.
yeah. I mean, if it worked,
Loopholes
I would.
exist.
If it worked, we would be calling him a genius.
Yeah, if he had a legal basis for his claims. Like, no, it says right here in
Yeah,
this law.
yeah. If it
But just
actually
deciding,
got away with it, yeah. If he got away with it, it would be brilliant. Yeah, true.
yeah, yeah, if there was a legal basis for his
Well, frankly, I
bullshit.
don't see why you should have to have the government involved at all if you're renting out your own property through a third party service
Yeah,
like that. Like, I don't think there should be any sort of licensing or taxing or anything like that. That's not
yeah,
like on your part. That should all
right.
be done by like
Yeah,
Airbnb should be the ones doing that or whatever service you're using, and you should have
yeah.
no interaction with the state or licensing boards or anything. But that's just me.
Mhm.
Through a third party service
Yeah,
like that, like I don't
yeah,
think
but
there's
yeah,
interaction with the
yeah,
state
it's
or
definitely
licensing boards or anything.
overly regulated.
But that's just yeah.
But that is the facts.
Yeah, but
That is the
yeah,
system he
yeah,
was
but it's
operating
definitely
under.
yeah. Because I mean,
So
if you
yeah,
yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of
I
sense
applaud
for
the
the
effort, I guess.
yeah. They're just trying to make it hard to compete with hotels because hotels are paying them money. Like
Yeah,
that's all it is.
yeah, they can contribute a lot more to their campaign funds or whatever. The
Yeah.
big hotel chains.
Oh, dude! I saw this crazy police chase. I think I put it up, or not police chase, police kidnapping. I don't know. I didn't put it up. It was donut operator, so it's I'm kind of not real fond of donut operator.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a little inconsistent, dude.
well, him and his whole fucking crew, even the fat electrician, are like down with Tectone, and like that just sours it for me.
Yeah,
Like
that is a
not so
tough
much
one,
the fat
dude.
electrician. I think he kind of comes along for the ride, but like those
Mm,
other guys are all super into Tectone. Like he's like a cool dude, and I'm like
yeah,
that dude's
that
hella
guy's a
fucking
fucking
scummy. Like I
degenerate.
don't, yeah,
Yeah, he's a complete fucking degenerate scumbag.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
there's
if you
no
don't
redeeming
recognize that,
qualities there, none.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he's
it's a
also
very
a
odd.
big fan of Nuxtaku. Like Tectone loves Nuxtaku, and so I've
Mhm.
heard Donut talk about Nuxtaku like he's a cool guy and all that shit. Like giving him
Yeah.
like
No, I remember I followed Tectone for not quite a week, maybe 4 or 5 days, and yeah, it was him glazing Nux Talk to, among other things. It wasn't just that, but that was definitely. I might have followed him for a few more days if he hadn't have thrown the Nux Talkie shit in there. Might given him
I
more of a chance.
I saw him
But that was a while
once
back.
on before I heard anything about him. I saw him once on a like a podcast that the Donut Operator and a couple other skinny wannabe military rat guys
Yeah, right?
do, and I don't know how. Like, and I say wannabe because I don't know. Like, I hear a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people
hear you.
saying that they're fake military people, but I don't know any of it, so I don't
Right,
like want
right.
to weigh in one way or the other, or
Yeah,
that they're
yeah, I
like
hear you.
they were in the military, but they say they did a lot more than they really did,
Mm.
kind of
Yeah, they're
thing.
overinflating what they did. Like they were
Yeah,
actually like just a secretary or some, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they're
exactly,
part of a
exactly.
secretary pool or something.
Like a good
Yeah,
buddy of
thank you
mine
for
is
my service.
he's in the Air Force, but he does like he's like their nerd. He fixes all the like flight computers and software and stuff that works on flying the planes. He's not shooting people down. He's not guiding drones in. He's
Mm,
not jumping out of airplanes. He's fixing all the nerdy shit.
right.
And that's good, and you need him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just
Yeah.
like he's not pretending to be anything
Yeah,
more
it's
than
not the same as
the Air Force
the
nerd.
people whose lives are actually in danger in combat.
Well, his whole
Yeah,
thing is
again,
like
an
I'm gonna do
essential
my
role,
service.
no doubt.
I'm gonna do my service. I'm gonna learn all this information. I'm gonna take it to the private sector and get a really good job. And I'm like,
Hmm.
that's a smart way to
Yeah.
go. I've had
Hmm.
friends I had a friend that was a plumber that learned all his plumbing in the military. And, immediately out of the military was doing, big money jobs for fucking plumbing companies. So, because there's the plumber that comes out to your house, but then the plumber that makes money is the one that goes out to like the industrial jobs and does weird shit out there, like running pipes and stuff. And he goes out and runs the industrial side of it. Like he made really good money. Unfortunately, he was a fucking sociopath piece of shit, but
That's a.
Yeah, wife. He was like abusive to his wife and shit. I've talked about him before. Where like his wife would get home and he'd be like yelling at her to make him cookies and shit and take the baby and all sorts of stuff the second she walked through the door, and I'm just like, God, you're a fucking pile of shit, man. Like,
holy fuck. Yeah.
Because he'd been just hanging out with us. He hadn't even been paying much attention to the baby. Baby was just chilling out in the crib. So it's not like she even needed to pick up the baby in the first place. Like, she's gonna, I just give her a minute to walk in the door. None of us wanted cookies. Like, we were all surprised to find out that we'd really wanted cookies for a while, and we were very angry that she had not been home to make them. And then he wondered why nobody hung out with him after that. It's like, yeah, because you're fucking abusive and gross.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, it's weird. The guys who like think other dudes are going to be impressed by that.
Yeah,
it's like only other fucking scumbags like yourself. I'm sure there are other scumbags.
Every guy in the room was probably thinking the same thing. Like, you could stay at my house until you get on your feet. Like,
like, yeah, if you want to get away from this fucker.
Like, if you want to get away from this asshole, I got a spare room, or you can just use the fucking family room or the living room and sleep on the couch for a couple of weeks till you can get a good place, or a couple months, or whatever you need.
Yeah. I don't even know you, but I just witnessed that, and I will help you in any way.
And it was in no way a sexual thing. Like, there was not even a little bit of like the, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this girl for myself, and so much it's like just a, good God, she so doesn't deserve that. Like, she's this poor woman. I always wonder what happened. I know they ended up getting divorced. I hope she found somebody better. I really do. Like, her and her kid deserve something better than that. Whatever it may be. If she was queered off of men forever after that and went after women even, it's like, it's better than that. You couldn't get worse. Oh, but anyway, this thing on Donut Operator I was watching, which made no sense to me, was this fucking car backs through a store window so that they can go in and rob the place. The doors are open, so I don't know why they backed through the fucking window to hold the guy at gunpoint. That was just a weird choice. While the three guys are in there, right? There's one guy in the car ready to drive. Yeah, he backed through the window instead of the doors to just crack the whole side of the store open. And
no, I'm saying, were they going to load shit in the back of the car, maybe? No. That's the only thing I can think of.
No, they were holding it up like a fucking stick-up. Probably grabbing like a couple cartons of cigarettes and then grab the cash and get out the door. Usually they grab cigarettes and liquor and money, so... You know what? Maybe it's one of those places where they lock the doors when you come in, and they lock the doors if you're robbing the place, and then the cashier ducks through the back or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe there was a reason for that, but I don't know.
Was it Snatch where they're doing that? Where they go in and like the bitch is telling them like, "Hey, all bets are off. There's no fucking money," and then they pull out the guns and everything just gets shut down. A bunch of fucking shit just clamps down in front of everything, the doors.
Oh yeah.
Snatch. Was that Snatch or was it another movie?
I think that was Snatch. But anyway, that's all irrelevant. I just thought of it now. But a couple of cops pull up while all the guys are inside except the driver's in the car. Driver starts to try to get out, but the cop blocks him in. Both the cops get out, and they're like trying to pull the driver out. Driver manages to back the car up and then get it around the cop car and drive off with one of the cops in the passenger seat. And he just keeps going. Like, the cop's telling him to stop, and he just keeps going. And you gotta wonder, like, what?
How the fuck do you think you're getting out of that?
What's your plan? Like, You have the cop in the passenger seat. Wherever you go, he's right there. Like, you're not getting away from him. Like,
Yeah,
what's your goal here? Like, I don't know what you're thinking is going to happen here. And eventually, the cop had to shoot him in the leg to get him to stop. Quite frankly, I'd have pushed the off switch. I wouldn't have aimed for the leg. I'd have just fucking offed him. Because, like, you're going to go 100s of miles an hour. You know, this guy's like flooring the gas pedal every fucking time. So it's like he's gonna kill you. He's gonna kill someone else. You know, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
When he's driving
like
he's
that. Obviously a fucking moron that is dangerous to be.
Yeah, he tried to put it in neutral. The guy fought him off and put it back in drive. So there was you know, at that point you really just don't. I don't think you have an option anymore. You just have to. I would have fucking turned him. I would have just fucking shot him through the head and said, all right, yeah, that's how it is. But shot him in the leg, guy stopped, ran off, and then they had to shoot him again to fucking get him in like cuffs and arrest him. I think he unfortunately survived both shots, which is really, really too bad for society in general.
Christ, dude. So getting shot once was not enough. We still wanted to keep going.
Still wanted to keep fighting. Just like baffling, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a complete lack of fucking self-preservation, I guess. Like, you're too dumb. Like, it's amazing you managed to live to adulthood.
Right?
Yeah, with that lack of fucking...
Yeah, I gotta wonder, like, what did his mom fucking dump him in or something, or did he fucking get dropped on his head, or like they fucking fill him full of like dumb juice or something?
Like fed him fucking nothing but lead paint chips, dude.
Yeah. Cause guy was clearly fucking stupid.
Yeah, that is exceptionally what the fuck, man.
Yeah, it's very much what the fuck level, yeah. But, oh my god. I just like the idea of, like, you're driving away from the scene of the crime with the cop in the car, and it's like, why would you go any distance at that point? Like, wouldn't you think that the first thing you would do before you try to drive away would be to get the cop out of the car?
Yeah, did he not believe he was actually a cop or something? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. The cops were in full uniform, so that's a really tough one.
Right.
That's a lot of you hear a lot of those kind of excuses in court, though, when you're watching, like, court fucking footage. A lot of the shit people say is just so fucking dumb. And it's like, no, dude, I'm sorry. No, we all know you're lying. Like, did you not know the cop was in the... Oh, man, I didn't know it was a cop. The full uniform, the cop cars, the sirens, none of it tipped me off.
You didn't seem like a real cop.
Yeah. You go, nah, not a real cop. I got this new cherry juice. It's 100% tart cherry juice, and holy shit, is it tart!
God damn, just like not sweetened at all.
Yeah, no, it's very tart. Oh man, it like I mix it with my seltzer water. Like I mix it like 12 ounces of seltzer water with like 3 or 4 ounces of juice, and I'm kind of thinking maybe 1 or 2 ounces of this juice in the future. Like maybe half that much, because goddamn, I took a sip last night and I almost like fucking went to another planet. It's just so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. Oh, the fucking that's another one where I get like I'm starting to like lose faith in humanity. The fucking all the fucking like what do you call it? Like family court shit that I've been watching.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like that is just depressing. Like how many women are just so fucking awful. And like I don't know if I'm just it's the channels I'm watching or if it's just an unfortunate reality, but like none of the men are being awful compared. No, it's like they're like.
I didn't get to watch that one. There's a video where I think the judge was basically telling the dude how to get away with shit or something.
Yes. Oh, that was okay. So, this kid got busted for drunk driving, but I guess they caught him when he wasn't in the car, but he was there. Like he was in the car, but he wasn't driving or something like that. Like listening to music or something. But drunk in the driver's seat, like I don't know how it works because it's like different in every state.
Right.
But like the thing that got me was the he was like, oh yeah, you know you got to be careful because like the fucking what do you call it the you know they'll pick up someone like you and then they'll fucking take you back to your place of origin. So he's like, he was basically telling him how to avoid getting caught and like fucking deported. And it's like, no, you don't, as a sitting judge, whatever your opinion on legal or illegal status or whatever, I don't care. But as a judge on the fucking bench practicing your fucking being a judge,
yeah,
like, you don't ever tell anybody how to get away with a crime. Advice? Like giving legal advice on how to avoid getting busted for a crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like that's not fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's better than if he's typing up prosecution, I guess. But yeah, that's overstepping or whatever. That's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you be doing that? Yeah, that's that Judge Fleischer one, the one that tries to act all tough.
Yeah, I don't like him. I liked him for a while, but now the guy's like a fucking
yeah.
Nah, like that's not cool. You don't tell people how to fucking get away with crimes. Shit
and saying like, "Oh no, you're probably fine. This is messed up." Like, no, he's fucking criminal. Why are you giving this dude the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah.
You try to act all tough with everyone else.
Very obnoxious, very uncool, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that one blew my mind because he literally just stopped what he was doing in the court. He's like, just so you know, like, you got to really be careful because they'll catch up on something like this, something stupid. And I'm like, drunk driving's not fucking stupid. Like, that's a real fucking problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what the fuck, man? How are you unaware of how fucking badly what can fucking happen from all the the dead peoples?
Man, I don't know, man. That's just given the fucking. Oh, it just made me so fucking mad, and it was such a fucking ridiculous thing. Like, you shouldn't have to tell a judge that it's not okay for him to explain to people how to break the law.
Yeah. It seems like that's something you would have learned along the line somewhere.
To avoid consequences for breaking said law. It was just one of those, like, mind-blowing things to see.
Yeah, that seems like incredibly reckless thing to do, man.
I hope that one comes back to bite him. I hope he gets censured for that, because he should. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about, like, political point of view either. Like, it's not that he was talking about immigration that was making me upset because I don't agree with his immigration thing. It's that any judge would explain to anyone how to break the fucking law. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
insane,
an
and get away with
absurd
it
fucking thing to do.
on the bench in the
Yeah.
middle of court. Is absolutely insane. Like, we can't have people doing that.
Mm. That is pretty fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, I got my first watermelon, and then like fucking lost immediately after the watermelon formed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if you can tell, there's like a little cherry on the right hand side of that picture, down by key lime pia or whatever, key lime pie, where like it was falling as the thing was starting to form, and it's like just managed to get the points for the watermelon as it ended my game. It was pretty funny.
All right.
Which you know nothing about, so you know.
Right.
It means absolutely nothing, but I was very like, it was a very tense moment. Let's see. I like the fucking the cops that raided the other cops, and then they all got so fucking mad and butthurt about it that they fought anyway.
Right.
Like,
got into a big fucking rumble.
Two people ended up in the hospital, and like this is after they drew guns on each other. Like they finally figured out they were all cops.
Away.
Put their guns away.
Put the guns away and just fought. You know.
Yeah, no, that's what happened. They literally put all their guns away, got so mad again at each other for fucking being cops, I guess, that they started fighting again. And you're just like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Oh, I got some people mad because I was like saying the homeless people should be arrested too. Like, I don't know if that's really her property or not. She seems like she's just a psycho fucking crackpot lady, like, who wants to fuck with people and is lighting shit on fire. But, like, at the same time, like, why are you not arresting the people that are living under the bridge, like, for, like, living on public property? Like, I understand it's rough for people to be homeless, but like, I can't tolerate the people that are setting up, like, tents and stuff on public property, like, right out in the open. Because everywhere those camps go, massive amounts of crime and untreated sewage gets dumped all over the place, and just it ruins every spot they go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen it in my town, and it's just awful. Like, businesses will shut down because the camps are too close to them, and they just get all of the stuff in their businesses gets stolen from. And it's like really unfortunate. But no. Communism works. You just got to give it more time.
No, it's not real communism. It's not real communism until it actually works somewhere.
Yeah, despite having killed people how many times before.
Yeah. Yeah, despite it failing every fucking time. Yeah, that shit's fucking ridiculous.
Man, you know, I think the part about all of these different, like, things that gets me, it's always very kind of funny if you think about it. The very base of everything is by and large the communist groups want you to give them all of your money so you can have more money, and everybody's just like, oh yeah, no, that makes total sense. It's
yeah,
like,
that seems
oh
equitable.
yeah, just give you all of my money, and that will give me more money to go with my money. You know, like,
Yeah, well, it takes a pretty high level of cognitive dissonance to
Yeah, no, if we just give you more of
go
our
with
money, we'll have
communism in the
more money.
first
That's
place.
how it works.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, it's also very
Right.
similar to the way, what do you call it? What are those fucking, what do you call the, like, where it's like a church, but it's like a really big one, and they always want all your money and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, prosperity preachers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the mega church ones.
Yeah, where they're
Oh, the
always like,
televangelists.
just Jesus
Yeah.
needs your money. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't think Jesus needs shit. Jesus
Yeah.
is dead. He ain't
Yeah.
spending anything.
Yeah, well,
like,
their
he
claim
ain't out
is
trying
that
to
you'll
buy an ice
you'll
cream
get it
cone,
back.
you know?
Yeah, that you'll get it back like tenfold, whatever you give them. That's the prosperity preaching. You give me like a $10,000, and you'll get at least like I don't know, 10 million back. Because Jesus loves money.
Jesus loves money. Man, Jesus needs to buy an ice cream cone. The Smockers. Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's a particularly. Any of those televangelists are pretty fucking disgusting, but yeah, those ones that claim and you donate
Yeah, and you'll like they
and
give
you'll get more back.
This parishioner gave Jesus $100, and lo and behold, 2 weeks later, a relative of his passed on, and he got a fucking $50,000 like settlement from the estate or something. And it's like, number one, that's kind of shitty.
It's fucking gross. Yeah, the one I think it was originally out of Detroit. David Taylor
Yeah.
calls himself the Apostle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's in some serious legal trouble.
What a
They're
surprise!
running all kinds of shit on essentially slave fucking labor. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fucking
You got
gross.
slave labor? Were
well,
they doing
it's
that bad
essentially-
to their fucking parishioners?
Yeah. Well, they basically were having these people. It kind of reminded me of like what Scientology does, where like it's only a very select few at the top that are actually making any decent money, that are making crazy amounts of money,
Oh
and
yeah.
everyone else is essentially paying to fucking be there. So similar to that, like they'd have like call centers and shit, and they just wouldn't be paying these people. That they were just like quote unquote donating their time to the church or whatever. So yeah, he's getting in trouble for all kinds of shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sort of like the like
It's
Mormonism and fucking whatchamacallums.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Scientology's
fucking
probably about the
Scientology.
closest.
Have you heard about the
Yeah.
Scientology shit that's been going on? Where the people are
nothing
breaking into the
specific
buildings and
recently.
like walking through and mapping them out and shit.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
you know
yeah,
there's
yeah,
that
yeah.
Scientology town, right? Like,
Yeah, Clearwater in
Yeah.
Florida.
yeah, they're literally
yeah.
just like breaking in and like mapping them out. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, like with everybody trying to stop them and shit, and they're just kind of running past them. It's pretty funny.
To me, it's like it's kind of not funny, but it's also kind of funny. Like, we hate Scientology, but if this was like a Catholic church, I think that'd be pretty fucking screwy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get it.
like, yeah, these people are assholes, so like, it's funny that people are fucking with them. But like, I would hate to see this to any like legitimate organization. That would be really fucking sad.
Yeah. Well, then again, the church
But they
aspect
are
is a fucking
Scientologists, so it's fine.
scam. You know what I mean? Like, it's
uh,
obviously not a fucking church. It's obviously not an actual religion.
yeah, no, Scientology's
So it's a little
bullshit. It's a
tougher.
scam, so it's tough to treat them the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I
I'm
remember
interested
the
to see
lore
where it
correctly, it
goes.
was essentially started as a fucking bet. Where a dude was like, I bet I can turn this bullshit into a religion. And then he did it.
Oh, you know what I'm really
So
curious
maybe
to
I'm
see
not.
is what's the fucking what's the end game? You know what I mean?
All right.
Like what's the goal of getting all of these buildings, like people going through them and mapping them out and seeing what's in there? Like, what's their benefit? Because if it's
Yeah,
just to
what's
do
the
it,
end
that's kind
game?
of weird. It feels like too organized for it to be like, well, we just wanted to see. You know, like it doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like some sort of other like ulterior motive. Like, do you think they're going to get enough information to get them taken off of the being counted as a religion?
Yeah, they're getting their religious exemption like revoked or whatever.
Yeah, because if it's something like that, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Probably not. They're
Probably
probably
not,
just
no.
doing it to fuck with them. Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Indeed. Oh man.
Good lord. What else is... Oh, did you see this? So I've been seeing this lately. And it's starting to, like, kind of pick up a little bit of... You know, like a little bit of... What do you call it? Momentum. A lot of places are shorting the fucking weights on what people are buying.
Oh, the Walmart one I saw where it's literally double.
Well, it's Walmart, and it's also... But it's different companies. Like, Walmart's carrying that. But like
right.
like different
Yeah.
companies are doing that as well. It's not just like in Walmart. It's
Right,
like different companies that are just shorting their customers in general.
Yeah. Yeah, the one he showed, it was literally double. It was like 4.6 pounds, and then he weighs it, and it's like 2.3. I was like, holy fuck, dude. That's fucking evil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a lot of fucking weight. Like usually the difference is it's like, oh, it's supposed to be a pound, but they trim it down to like, what do you call it? To like 9/10 or 9.95 of a pound or something. And it's so crazy. Like how people just like, I guess, just don't fucking care, or like there's no real like regulation, it seems like, almost.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Like I don't know why these people aren't like facing prison in like the real time. I mean, like, why are people not like going to jail?
Yeah, something weird's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be Chinese companies. You know that, right? Like,
Right.
there's no, because that's what a lot of what's going on has been. Basically, China's attempt to take over our food market, and that's the last thing we fucking want if we don't want to die young. Oh wait, we're not young, but if we don't want our fucking,
Yeah.
I don't have any crotchlings, but for those that do, I would presume you don't want your crotchlings dead at like 23 because they ate fucking plastic rice and poison.
Yeah. Ideally not.
Four kills. Nice. Sorry, I'm playing a little Overwatch. I got 4 kills in a row.
Nice.
Oh, that fucking football player thing. That really fucking sucks.
Yeah, that was fucking disturbing.
Like, $69 million contract this guy loses, and he's just fucking out of luck?
Right. Yeah,
You know,
I mean, at least he got, obviously got the shit, found not guilty or whatever, but dude, yeah, he lost his 3 years, $69 to $23 million a year.
Yeah, and she's not going to prison?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing if it's just like, oh, there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute, but this dude probably did it.
But they have evidence that she knew he had paid her, knew all like this stuff was bullshit.
Yep. Yeah, in this case, yeah, you should prosecute this fucking bitch.
Like, there's no excuse for not prosecuting, in my mind at least.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's that fucking blatant, yeah, they should be fucking prosecuted.
Yeah. And like, she knew everything she was doing was wrong. Like, she knew it was not true. It's not a question of like, oh, well, maybe she just made a mistake, or like, oh, who knows, blah, blah, blah.
Like, yeah, no, it was pretty obvious. You knew what the fuck you were doing.
Man, I hate that shit. And also watching all these like fucking women try to keep their fucking ex-husbands from being able to ever like see their kids or interact with their fucking kids and stuff. It's fucking so gross.
Yeah, that is particularly disgusting, dude. Like, you got guys that want to be involved with their kids' lives, and you're just gonna cut them out because you're a fucking vindictive cunt. Yeah, it's like, who cares what's good for the kid? I got to get back in my ass.
Well, that's the thing is, it's like universally, it's almost always what's good for the kid is like the fucking the dad being the primary parent.
Yeah, indeed.
It's like the dad is
used to be like.
What is the difference? It's like 80% less chance of going to jail or something. Like having a father involved.
Yeah. The outcomes, the percentages are so much higher.
Yeah, it's so sick that there's even a question as to like which parent is the primary option for being the sole parent. Like, no, you should always be like the father should always be like the first option.
Yeah, the first option. Yeah, unless you're proving otherwise, because there are going to be plenty of dudes that are fucking trash, but overall the stats seem to indicate otherwise.
No, yeah, statistics, it's like the most likely person to hit a woman in a domestic violence incident is a woman every time.
Right.
Like, it's way more likely.
Yeah, the DVs for between lesbian couples is just fucking off the fucking charts.
Yep. Every fucking time. It's much more likely to be a woman than a man.
Yep. Yep. There's a big taboo against a man hitting a woman, but woman hitting a woman, not so much.
Well, and it's like even when it's two men together, the odds are so much lower.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You gotta wonder, like, how did we get here?
Yeah, well, most dudes, again, growing up, and again, if they go over a fucking certain line, they got the shit
Punched
beat
in
out.
the face. But I mean, how did we get to the point where,
Yeah, or
like,
even if they won the fight, they're still like, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, even if you're fucking still kick the dude's ass, that happens. It's still a fucking major inconvenience, dude,
yeah.
to get hit at all, even if you end up winning the fight or whatever.
But
So,
why
yeah,
why do
dudes
we
learn
treat
to
women
fucking-
like they're so much different than they really are? Is what I'm talking about. Like, women are far more likely to be violent. Women, everything they're complaining about men, virtually everything they're complaining about men, is more them than us. Like, they're the ones that are almost always, like, thinking, like, mercenary and out of touch with their emotions. And it's like, why are we, like, playing this game where, like, we pretend that they're, like, the better half or whatever? Like, it's just...
Yeah. Well, it's sexist to notice, you know, reality.
Yeah. Well, they throw temper tantrums and shit. Yeah, it's like, fucking, what is it, the one with the...
Yeah, it's fucking crazy that, like, it's gotten to the point where I see a woman in tears and it doesn't really move me at all. Unless I know what's going on. Like, it seems like I kind of assume that it's bullshit and that they're using tears to mask their shitty behavior.
Yeah, and it is almost always the case. Like, it's not always the case. There are like decent women out there, but it's just like, so many are just like so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just such a high percentage of the time that the woman allegedly crying is completely full of shit.
Well, and I gotta wonder about previous statistics. How likely is it that a lot of the bruises and stuff were for defensive wounds? Like the guys were like defending themselves, like not like, you know, trying to hurt the women so much as just like protecting themselves, and that's how the women got hit and bruised up. You know, it's just like where people defend, because like I've seen videos where like women are throwing shit across the room at men and stuff like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. Oh, fuck. I can kind of understand where like you get some of these men's rights activists.
I gave it my all.
Because it's just so brutal to watch. And know that, like, if he defends himself, he'll go to jail even though he hasn't done anything wrong. Unless, you know, like, if this camera wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it really is a guilty until proven innocent thing.
Or, like, what was it? I'm sitting there watching the fucking, custody hearing. And, you know, it's ordered that they continue the equal custody, but she just has refused for the last year, basically, of letting him see the kids. She just won't do it. And there's really nothing he can do. Like, he can't just force his way into her house and, like, take the children. And the judge is acting like he's supposed to. And it's like, the judge is like, why aren't you taking your kids? Like, she will not allow me to take the kids or see them. And the judge is, well, she'd do it anyway. And he was like, I can't, what do you mean? Like, what do you fucking
and get arrested?
And this woman is blatantly telling the judge in court, she's just, no, I won't. I will not be letting him see the kids. He'll never take the
Yeah,
kids
I'm
from me.
ignoring your orders. I'm ignoring the court.
And she says it in court as he's telling her again to do it and issuing a new court order. He's telling her or she's telling him directly, I'm not going to do that. And it blows my mind because it's like, why are we issuing another court order? What's the point? Like, she already told you she's
going to ignore
not
it.
going to ignore it. Or she's not. She's going to ignore it, I should say. Like, she's
going to ignore it, yeah. It's not even waiting to fucking see if it'll happen. She's literally just saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not going to do it. I'm like, all right, I guess we still have to wait for you to not do what you're saying. You're literally saying you're definitely not going to do. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre, dude.
Yeah, it's really sad because, like, those kids deserve, to see their father.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason.
Yeah, it's obviously better for them. And fucking, again, the vast majority of cases.
Yes.
If a dude's going that hard at it, trying to see his own kids, yeah, he's probably a decent guy. Probably a good father. So I've been playing this baseball game or whatever, and basically trying to recruit like new players. Like, it takes a shitload of, the in-game currency or whatever, and you can gain it like I don't know. It's like every oh shit. Am I still on, or do we kick off?
No, you're on.
Am I on?
You're on.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure I didn't get kicked off. So you can get like 10 of these every like 4 hours or something, right? You watch an ad every 4 hours, you can do it.
Oh, nice.
And then after a while, I realized yeah, it's incredibly slow. The crazy thing is, you can go with like other offers, which is like, download this other game and you'll get points for doing this, and this. And the rewards for it are fucking insane, especially compared to the 10 gems every 4 hour thing. Like, there was one game I played, what was it, Klondike, I think it's called. I got like 9,000 fucking gems for playing it for like a month.
Wow.
So yeah, the gems that take, again, 10 gems every 4 hours, I get 9,000 gems over like a month. And it'll be like, all right, for each level you complete, you get like 200 or whatever. And like, again, especially early on in those games, you go through levels like fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's just insane, the amount of the rewards for compared to what you normally be able to get. I've been doing a lot of that, basically mining fucking gems off of all these other offers.
Nice. Can never have too many gems.
Indeed. Yeah, like I said, just the compared to what you can get from just doing it in game, it's fucking nuts. So yeah, somewhat time consuming, but I've already decked out my team like fucking, like within that month. Like, advanced my team like 10 times more than I had done for the entire fucking, several months I had the game up until then.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think I was able to recruit like 3 good players, and then now I have like the entire fucking team. Been able to get like 12 new players in like less than a month.
Good lord. And that's an online game, right? Like, you're playing against other people?
Well, no, it's the baseball game is just playing against the computer, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's like, currency is definitely like hard to come by, especially the
yeah, on just that game. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how much the amount of fucking shit you can get from just playing other games for like a month. Because usually they're capped at 30 days. They're like sometimes a week or 2 weeks. Like there's always like a limited time you have to complete these objectives or whatever. But yeah, hold on. I forget exactly how much it was. Let's see. Because it'll actually give me the numbers here.
Oh,
Load up
yeah.
the baseball game. Yeah. Although I do end up spending a lot more time on the other games than the actual baseball game. But it is, like I said, the rewards are so fucking disproportionate that it's, playing the other games just gives so goddamn much. It's like fucking thousands of times more.
Yeah.
For just playing the other games for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, especially early on, because you're able to get through levels on those games early on. It gets harder and harder, takes longer and longer. Yeah, let me take a look. So yeah, on the Klondike one, in 30 days, yeah, 9,737 gems. Yeah,
Wow.
as opposed to, again, if I literally did it every 4 hours, like on the dot. So that would be what, 60 a day. So that would be about 1,800 if my math is right. That's again, if I was doing that around the clock, that's the absolute most I could get. And again, obviously, I don't do it anywhere near that often. I'm not waking up every 4 hours to fucking get 10 gems or whatever. So yeah, in the same month, I get almost 10,000. Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I'm exploiting it while it lasts.
Hey, while you can.
Indeed.
I can't imagine why you would not, like,
It is definitely worth the effort.
Well, and it's just playing other games, so it's not like you're not having fun, too. It's not, like, I don't imagine playing those other games is, like, awful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, ugh.
Yeah, and they're all
Gotta
similar
play these
to
other
games I've
games
played
now
before,
for a little while.
So, you know what I mean? Yeah, like you can pretty quickly, you kind of get the rules and like, how the game works is it's always going to be similar to something you played before or played other, somewhere else, or that I've played before. I guess they must like get a lot of people like buying shit on the other game. That makes it worthwhile, I guess. That's probably how it works. You know what I mean? Like the other games get enough
you gotta have
money
enough,
from those that it's still worthwhile for them, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I suppose it has. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll spend $1 here, so I guess they did get me on that aspect. But again, even that dollar, like because there's ones like just if you purchase anything, you get a crazy amount of fucking gems. Like again, on the game, it's really expensive if you're going to buy it directly from the game, but you can spend like $1 on another game and get like 50 times as much because they just want you to make that first purchase, because that usually breaks the ice into you spending more, I guess.
I was in that Heartopia game for a while.
Mm.
What was that Heartopia? It was a very interesting one, but it was very similar. There wasn't a lot you could buy. Well, there was a lot you could buy for money. I should take that back. But as far as gameplay goes, like if you wanted to buy the $10 a month thing or whatever, which was the most expensive one, you got everything you could possibly want in the game. Like there was no need to actually spend money on anything else. You could have unless you wanted very specific items, you could earn everything else with just work. But like they started taking shit back, so I was like, nah. It's like winter's over, so that stove that you just got is no longer gonna work. None of those recipes work anymore. and all the food that you bought is just not worth cooking, anymore.
Mm,
And
yeah,
like,
fuck that.
it was like, oh, well, if I can't use the stuff that I'm earning with in-game currency that I'm spending time to earn and unlock, if that's only going to be like, or I'm only allowed to use it during part of the year even, then what's the point in having
Yeah.
it? Like, why am I earning any of this then? Never mind. Of course, I had pretty much gotten to the end point of the game where it's like you're just building giant mansions and there's really not a whole lot to do.
Man.
And then I was just going to start writing anti-communist propaganda in their online book system, because you can write little books in their game, like actually just type them out, and then you sell them to other
That's fucking
players.
awesome. Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
And I was going to look up stories that are like anti-communist propaganda and like not directly copy them, but copy the high points to make it a really easy, quick story to tell. Because there's only be like short stories, it can't be long stories. The books aren't that long. But I thought that would have been pretty fucking funny. See how long it takes the Chinese game company to figure it out. About as long as it takes to get 2 pounds out of a 3-pound bag of chicken at Walmart, apparently. It'll never fucking happen. Yeah, I don't know if maybe they're waiting to put together like more evidence on her still, and they're gonna arrest her and charge her, but it's insane that they haven't already, because here's the other thing. He should not only be suing her, he should be suing the police. There was no evidence of any kind that what she was saying was true.
Yeah.
She went to the police and said,
pretty early on,
he choked me out, and there's
obvious.
no fucking marks on her neck. Like, I'm sorry, with what? Magic?
Yeah.
Did he fucking force choke you like Darth fucking Vader? Like...
Yeah. Yeah, plus, again, from all the shit, like, it's allegedly started as her claiming that she didn't get paid, and then it was pretty obvious that she did, and she was still claiming she didn't.
And that she knew she'd been paid.
Shakedown. Yeah, it was obvious to everyone that she had gotten paid. So to push it from there, it's quite obviously a shakedown. That she escalated to some fucking bullshit claims of...
I'm just saying it's rare that there's evidence that what the person is claiming... Because, like, it doesn't matter how many other people know. She knew. There's no question that not only did everybody else figure it out eventually, but that she knew ahead of time when she went there to complain about not being paid, that she had actually been paid. She was aware of it and was lying at the time, so you know she was lying. That's a very big legal thing, though. That's really hard to prove in most cases. That's what I'm saying. It's a huge win already. Like, to convict her, to be able to say like, not only did she know when she was lying about this to him at the time, and lying to us about it at the time, we have evidence to prove she knew this. So, like, a lot of times it's like we believe she knew this, even though, like, is most of the evidence comes out like that. And then the jury will, like, decide if they think that the person knew it or not. But in this case, it's incontrovertible. So, like, that's a slam dunk, put her in prison. Like really, really, really easy prison, like, sentence there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're waiting for, because it should be the easiest prison case ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, the fucking, it was really funny for her to, like, his attorney was like, asking her the offer, the $5.5 million to,
make it all go away
or whatever. And she tried to claim attorney-client privilege. An offer that her attorney made to him, him and his lawyer.
Did you hear the fucking judge?
Yeah.
The judge was like,
Like,
do you
watch
think
yourself,
attorney-client privilege applies
bitch.
to
Yeah,
communications
well, that
between
was the
your lawyer and his lawyer?
yeah, that was the lawyer asking her that. But yeah, even the judge
Oh,
was like, "We're getting really
somebody
close to
said that,
having
and
the
I just was
throwout."
like trying not to laugh.
Yeah,
I was like, God
yeah.
damn.
Then
That
she was still like,
is.
"Yeah, no, I can't answer that question." You're like, "What the fuck, bitch? You are fucking stupid." Yeah, that was the thing. She was just a fucking too dumb and horrible at lying for someone that's trying to lie about something that fucking huge. Just horrible, like no good, not good at it at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of dumb people that are at least good liars. You know, my ex, she's not fucking particularly intelligent, but she's a decent liar. But that bitch just had no fucking, she just was horrible at it. I'm like, how did you think you were going to pull this off? Like, you're clearly too dumb to know how dumb you are. Like, I
Yeah.
think that was the root issue. People are too dumb to realize how dumb they are.
Well, and there's a lot of people who just like this kid who was driving the car. It's very clear that he's never had anyone say like, "Hey, you know
Yeah,
what? You're not allowed to do that shit."
yeah, yeah. Like, what do you mean consequences for my actions? I don't understand that at all.
Yeah, it makes no sense how many people these days are just like, just think they can do whatever the fuck they want with no consequences. Blows my mind.
Yeah, dude, I've watched a bunch of stuff on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. You know, Prince Harry from England.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Like
about.
how they left the royal family or whatever and moved to California. And it's funny because like Meghan Markle, dude, just lies about everything, dude. It's like her narcissism is fucking off the chart. And I think because again, she was C-list, maybe B-list, C-list actress or whatever before she managed to glom on to fucking the Prince guy.
Yeah.
And I think she was used to being able to just bullshit and nobody fucking caring enough to check her facts. But now she's still doing that. Married to one of the most recognizable people on the planet, right? Like, the brother of the guy that's going to be king, the son of the king. Fucking England, which shouldn't be a big deal at this point, but it still is for some reason.
Ironically, he doesn't have any fucking responsibility. Like, he's not gonna be doing anything.
Right. Yeah, they generally have to invent people to do.
Like, I think they just show up to places and look fancy. Is kind of what they do.
Yeah. Like Prince Andrew, obviously he's completely disgraced and he's no longer a prince. Like he actually fucked up so much with the Epstein shit that they stripped him. He's no longer a prince, which is again insanely it hasn't happened in an incredibly long time. But before that, he was working as trade outfit, which didn't make a lot of fucking money at it, but he kind of made up for it in having his entourage with him wherever the fuck he went and having his expenses and their expenses covered.
Good lord.
And he didn't really fucking, I don't know, I guess he was okay.
I'll take the fucking having my expenses covered like that. That's pretty fucking, pretty good deal.
Yeah, so that's basically what he did. Yeah. So, and then what was happening was Epstein was obviously
this guy's using software. That's what's going on.
So yeah, but basically he would he'd be like, hey, get me this info, and he's one of the few people in England that had access to all this fucking confidential shit, and then he would just from the same email just forward it to Epstein. So the electronic trail. pretty easy to follow. Like, he didn't try to hide it at all.
Oh, yeah. Man. That Epstein thing just is never gonna fucking end. You know what I mean? Like, just the crazy fucking shit that people did and got away with it. And are still getting away with, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, he operated for decades, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How many pedophiles? There's so many fucking pedophiles.
Yeah, fucking nuts.
Good Lord. I don't, to me, okay, so I'm obviously, I think, and this isn't like some sort of like, oh my God, really? You think? It's like, to me, I don't understand how that's appealing at all. Like, I just, like, I don't understand how rape is appealing. But I can understand, like, I guess the sex part of it or whatever. Like, getting the orgasm would be a good feeling.
But why are you attracted to kids?
But like with kids and stuff, the thing that gets me is, yeah, like it's like they're fucking gross. You know, like kids are just disgusting. Like they're always fucking dirty. They're always fucking what do you call it? Like pissing in their diapers and shitting in their fucking pants, and like, why would you want anything to do with that? I don't.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, if it isn't a choice, which it seems to be.
Yeah, no. I understand
really.
I don't know, like, it just...
It's a weird thing, like, it's weird that exists, psych kind of thing, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, like,
that exists
nothing...
in anyone? Yeah, I hear you. Why the fuck does that exist in humanity?
How could that be an appeal? Like,
yeah.
I guess hemophilia makes more sense, at least, like, in the sense of, like, when it comes to, like, 5 or 6 year old kids or whatever. I know that's the part that makes no sense to me. Because, like, I can understand somebody being at least somewhat sexually interested in, like, a 14-year-old that looks more mature or something.
Yeah, like,
but when it comes down to, like, 6-year-olds, it's like, I don't understand how that even, like, gets in your head. That to me,
like, you understand, like, it's the what do you call it? The drive to reproduce.
Yeah. Like the physical, like, the ability to recognize something as attractive. Like, I can tell when someone's attractive, whether I want to have sex with that person or not. Like, it's not like a,
Right.
yeah, it's not like some sort of weird, hard thing to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, it's big old titties or whatever. Like my coworker had a 12-year-old that looked like she was 20. Like, she was like 5'11", standard, looked like a fully grown woman. Like breasts and hips, the whole thing. It was very weird. It was fucking surreal. It was almost as surreal as seeing twins for me. Because I have like a physical reaction when I knew one twin, and then I met her sister, and it's like everything just fucking hard locked in my brain. When I met her sister, her twin sister, because it was like my brain was like.
Like, wait, you're not her point. Is it just the fact that they look
like
so
you
identical?
Physically
or?
Look the same, but everything about her that was like not physical appearance was wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like an aura of wrongness. It's the best way I can explain it. Like somebody took your friend's skin and wore it as a suit. It was like, oh, somebody's wearing a fucking, we'll call her Jenny. Somebody's wearing a Jenny suit. You know, like, it was just like, no, This is fucking disturbing and wrong. My brain does not like at all.
Yeah, it's like someone swapped their brain into her body or something.
Yeah, exactly. It just was really strange.
Yeah.
And shit, where did I start that? What was I talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I lost track too.
Damn. I'm
Yeah.
sure it was profound and extremely important.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, I started out just talking about Meghan Markle's weird narcissism and her shitty lying, and got all the way to fucking Epstein. So both of us can, you know, we're pretty good at the digressing.
Yeah, we've digressed plenty. There's not much.
Yeah.
We should be proud of our level of digression.
Right. We can digress from any subject to any other subject. It's like the shittiest superpower to have.
Yeah, really. What was that? Oh, did you see the Karen with the parking spot?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
That shit was
fucking
hilarious. It was like, what do you
You literally
mean?
wanted to fucking. Yeah, maybe you should have knocked on the door and asked permission or something. Little heads up, they might have been okay with it. But then to be like, oh yeah, no, it's people in front of ours, so they're there. Wasn't abandoned. Like, all right, well, sucks to be you then, fucking dumb bitch. Okay, so you know, if you want to pick in on this, like, what? Fuck you. Like they're like, yeah, you know, they were just saying like, oh no. So like, all right, fine, small claims court, I guess. We'll be in touch.
Good luck. It's not gonna work.
What a fucking cunt. Like, yeah, you did something fucking stupid, and again, just fucking shitty. Like, why would you not at least like, hey, do you mind? You know, this is why I might be here. Is this okay? None of that.
Yeah, I know that was a trip. I love the attitude of like, oh well, then I'll just take you to court and I'll keep your money there. It's like, nah, bro,
Yeah.
you won't.
Yeah.
Not likely,
Yeah.
bruv.
Yeah, it was just fucking bizarre. Like, how do you think? Yeah, it just made no fucking sense. Fuck.
Man, I'm running up to get some fucking cheaters in this round. Holy shit. You know those people that just have like that magical aim where they're flying all over the fucking place and
Yeah.
can't miss a
Hitting
single
people in
shot?
all
You're just
kinds
like,
of
oh
different
yeah, all
directions.
right, buddy.
Yeah.
I believe you.
You're clearly some kind of autistic robot person.
Well, I am a fucking gold player. So I'm right smack in the fucking middle of the like skill level.
Yeah, more than competent. Yeah, you're competent.
Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah, you
good.
see people doing some shit. Yeah, you're doing some
I'm
shit.
capable.
That's
I'm
like,
capable of knowing when somebody's cheating.
Yeah, it's like there's no fucking way that person is doing this unaided. Yeah, like there are certainly players that are capable of some crazy shit, but hitting dudes in like 4 or 5 different directions, shot after shot after shot. Yeah.
Oh,
Might
my
be a little
favorite is when I'm
suspicious.
blowing them up.
Yeah. Blowing them up, huh?
blowing them up, and they just don't die.
Right.
It's like you get characters that are just immortal, like they can't die. That's one. I remember when I was playing fucking way back in the days of Halo. So like, not obviously not like a current thing, but way back in the days of Halo, there was a guy who was running around. He was unkillable, and by the end of the game, I don't know. Have you ever played Halo?
Not in a long time, but yeah.
Do you remember they had the little glowy grenades that stuck to you, and then if they blew up, you would die every time? Like it was a one-hit kill no matter what. The little plasma grenades.
Yeah.
That the alien guys threw. Well, in the when you're playing against other players, you can throw those. You can pick them up on the map and throw them at other players. And by the end of the game, this guy was wearing like 6 fucking like plasma grenades on his body, all unexploded for no fucking reason. It was fucking weird, man.
It's crazy.
Like, why would you not? Oh, there was a spin bot on that one too that was kind of funny. Oh man, what else is there? Oh, I, for one, was absolutely shocked that the police would misuse the flock cameras. Were you not absolutely stunned that they misuse flock cameras?
Yeah. What are the flock cameras?
Those are those cameras where they used to track like everybody.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, shocking.
Shocking. Oh, our fucking Ryan just took the tank with him. Reinhardt has a charge thing where he can pick up another character, like enemy character, and like take him with you when you go off the edge of a like cliff or something, or you can smash him into a wall and do a bunch of damage. And so he took the enemy tank and just fucking flew away, like off the side of the map with him. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're running so many fucking aimbots. This is one of the problems with the FPS games now, is it's so constantly fucking...
Yeah.
like you play against the game and like they're terrible and then suddenly they're fucking unstoppable. Gods. It's like suddenly they just can't fucking lose.
Nothing suspicious there.
Of course, I don't think they ban them anymore. I've only seen one like really report come back for like a cheater that got in trouble, and I got back some of my competitive points, but not as many as I lost,
Right,
considering the person
right.
cheated. Yeah, so they're using the flock cameras to stalk romantic interests, which, people that may or may not know them at all, the cops.
Oh wow.
So it's in one hand they're like abusing like random people just by harassing them, and then the other hand they're like actually like harassing the people that like may actually know them, like ex-wives and ex-girlfriends, and finding out who they're with and what they're up to.
Yeah. Fucking creepy shit.
Um, and I was sitting there thinking like, is there really a way to not fucking abuse flock cameras? Like, I feel like they're just designed for abuse. Like, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like not surprising. What happened is like not surprising, like at all.
Yeah. Well, in a sense, they're basically a violation of the Constitution, just as they are, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, that's the legal search and seizure on a huge fucking scale, like illegal search. No, but they don't have any probable cause to literally be constantly searching the entire city. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing with those cameras.
Yeah. It's just mass surveillance, dude.
Yeah, which violates the Constitution
Definitely
pretty
not
directly.
be allowed. Mm-hmm.
But oh man, what's the next one down here? Oh yeah, the Mr. Beast lawsuit. This one he might be fucked.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard much about this one, dude.
This one is like a pretty straightforward one. One of the employees that he had is a lady that worked there. She got pregnant while she was working there. And
the
fucked around with
leave
the
thing.
maternity
Okay.
leave and was like trying to force her back to work less than a week after she gave birth. Like he fucked around with like her while she was pregnant and all sorts of shit. And then on top of it, it seemed like there was also a whole lot of other extremely inappropriate sexual content, like behavior. So I get the feeling he's pretty cooked on this one. He's gonna have to pay a lot of fucking money, in whether he wants to or not. Like, I don't like if he settles, which is the smart thing to do, which is just settle, make an apology, and say, we're gonna improve our work stuff. I did not know this was going on. I'll make sure it never happens again in the future. And she's gonna enjoy her $10 million because I want her to shut the fuck up. Like.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But either way, he's gonna be out a lot of money.
He's pretty fucking cut and dried, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of wiggle room, and she has all the evidence, like, documented of, like, communications and stuff of him basically trying to intimidate her into working during her, like, maternity leave and stuff. It's pretty Jover for him, according to that lady seems to be a pretty good source for legal stuff. Like, there's that other guy with the cat. Like, he's a Canadian guy with the cat. He seems to be a pretty good source for legal things to see what's going on with the case. And then there's this lady. Everyone else I'm kind of suspicious of now. I don't know. The passport bro guy he seems to be getting more and more unhinged. Like is he on coke now too, like the other guy was, or what? Because he seems fucking getting wackier and wackier. And to be clear, I don't care that he's a passport bro. That doesn't bother me. I think if you're like at this point in time, it's so hard to find any sort of like not terrible relationship for a lot of these younger guys out there. They're like, yeah, if you're looking in another country, go for it. There's plenty of women that are trying to get over here.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's pretty much the entire reason my buddy Formaldehyde ended up getting married at all. She wanted to get over into the country. Because now she's over here, she does nothing but talk shit about the U.S. and, like, try to convince him to move to California. And she hasn't worked since she's gotten here, like, a year ago. So I gotta say, as much as I hate to admit it, Samaj was right.
Right.
She came over here, refused to work, and just wants to fucking ruin his life. Poor bastard. Because he lives out in Texas and makes more than good money in working for a chemistry company, and it's like a chemist.
Right.
So, like, he could move to California and make more money, but the cost of living would be so much worse that he'd be taking a huge loss overall.
Oh, you're right. He's right there.
So, I don't know.
God damn. How long they been fucking married or whatever?
Well, about a year. They were together for a long time before, like 3 or 4 years. Or not 3 or 4 years, like 2 years. And then he went over there and they met and hung out for like a month or something. And then like 6 months later, she came over and they were married. Like they got married, or either he went over there and married her and brought her back, or she came over for a wedding and they got married, and all the legal document and stuff is all taken care of and everything because she's Malaysian and not a U.S. citizen. And she was even trying to hook me up with people. That was funny. She's like, I know a couple of people who like a bigger guy. And I'm like, bullshit. You know a couple people who are willing to tolerate dating a big fat guy for fucking citizenship, and then they'll leave me the second they have the option to, and be pretending right up until that point, no doubt. But I thought that was pretty funny. But now she's trying to get him to move to Texas, won't get a job. Because she was, really successful working as, like, a waitress, bartender kind of person over there. And I gotta say, if you're in Texas and you can't find a position as a bartender or a waitress, it's because you're not trying.
You're not trying, I was going to say.
And they're not in one of the smaller cities. They're in one of the more major cities. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't think they're in... No, I think they're in Austin. I think they're close to Austin or Houston, one or the other. And, but it's one of the major cities, Houston, Austin, whatever, in Texas. There's a few more.
Yeah.
And, there's no question that if she wanted a job, she'd have one.
Yeah, she can have one, yeah.
Yeah. A pretty Asian girl that wants to be a bartender or a waitress... Tell me that places wouldn't be like, oh, fucking, can you start tomorrow? Can you start tonight? Like, we gotta wait. We got an extra apron in the back if you want to start waiting on that table over there right now. We'll teach you as you go. And she speaks perfect English, so it's not like language is an excuse.
Yeah. So it's pretty obvious she actually.
I just hope he doesn't acquiesce and move to like California. Like other than that, like whatever, dude, get what you can while you can. Because I have a feeling it's not going to last long, but It is what it is.
Yeah, it seems like he should have realized what. Yes. Not for you.
What else? There was another lawsuit.
No path is completely
Oh yeah. The statutes in Ohio where that TikTok psychic lady got busted. They're probably gonna change that lawsuit payout to like 9.5 million instead of 10 million, which seems kind of like meh, like whatever. Because
Right,
she's never gonna see the money anyway. I mean, like, come on.
Yeah, it's not like she's gonna have the 10 million to pay her ever, or the 9.5 or whatever.
Yeah,
it's gonna end up
it was
being.
the 10 million was never coming. It's not like the. But yeah, that's a silly one. I'm curious to see if there's going to be any consequences for the TikTok psychic,
chaos will not be
because she just did like a 92, like a huge fucking set of videos essentially where like just a massive set of videos where like, what do you call it? She was saying that the judge was corrupt, the jurors were bought, the lady was a lying piece of shit. She really did kill those people. She did actually do it, like. So like,
Yeah. Just
clearly
quintupling down
the
at
first
point.
judgment has had no impact on her behavior. So I'm curious to see if like there's going to be further consequences. Apparently Somali made an apology now that he's in prison. He's not like he's not in prison. He's in the the
detention
holding
facility or
between
whatever.
prison, but because he made an appeal, he has to stay there for the whole appeal. He's no longer going to be out. It should be very entertaining. To see what happens, because according to a lot of people, and this is what I remember from the video last time when I was just checking out what was going on. According to a lot of people who understand how that justice system works, that in between prison thing, way worse than the real prison.
No.
Because it's just like sitting in a fucking hole. And you're just like sitting there with a hole in the fucking floor for the toilet.
Yeah, like just doing his 6 months hard labor is actually preferable, but he's too fucking stupid to realize it.
Yeah, the labor would have been more fun.
But it's Johnny Somali, so
Oh yeah.
he's always gonna opt for the fucking the bad speech check or whatever. so much goddamn packaging and shit. Oh man. They finally came out with a generic chanting. But they seem to have opted the same crazy amount of fucking packaging for this fucking shit. Watch out, poop. I'm gonna step on you. Oh. Okay. He's playing weirdo.
Damn, killed almost the whole team and couldn't get this person. Fucking aimbot is strong with these people. Usually I can overcome it by like positioning properly, but it's not working. Because the problem is like most aimbots are like shitty players.
Yeah, like even with the insane advantage, they still can't play, adequately for it.
Yeah, there's you can't like if somebody can't miss, like and there's nowhere to like be sneaky to get them, then you're kind of fucked. Yeah. Good lord. And then it just immediately slaps. My favorite is watching when it like gets confused. Like, have you seen the aimbot when it gets fucking all confused and shit? And it like accidentally aims at the wrong person for a second? Where it'll just flick over to like some random person in the background because they made the mistake of peeking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And if you want aimbot, you can actually get it in this game. Like, as part of the character's abilities. Like, everybody has an ultimate, so you have, like, you get experience for every kill and bit of damage and healing that you do. And,
yeah, charge up your ultimate or whatever.
Yeah, and your ultimate ability on one of the characters is just straight up an aimbot. Like, you can just straight up, like, have an aimbot, but it's only for, like, 10 seconds. But, there's a difference between, like, natural and normal aim. Yeah, they're just running cheats, kind of lame. Of course, they gave this one character a fucking aimbot that's, like on a regular cooldown, which is real shitty. The only difference is like you have to hit a dart, and then if you hit the dart, you have aimbot on that character for like 6 seconds. So it's like it's a guaranteed kill. Oh yeah, that guy in the car with the woman. 2 days and she's already shrieking and screaming at him. It's like, dude, you should fucking go.
Right. Yeah, the little I saw of him talking, it's like he understood. So I hope he sent that bitch packing.
God, I don't know why she was still in the car.
Yeah.
I'd have pulled over right then and there and just said, look, if you want to ride somewhere, I'll give you a ride somewhere. We're done. Like, we're not going to be together anymore. That ship's sailed. But if you can't like ride in the car without screaming, I can't take you anywhere. It's not safe. I'm not gonna have an accident because you're having a temper tantrum. You know, like I'm not.
Yeah,
You can't
that
control
shit
your
was
temper. I'm
fucking
not gonna
crazy.
fucking crash the car and die. Thanks much. Oh, Trump took a lot of the SNAP and EBT away from people
Yeah.
who were not here legally and shouldn't be getting it. Period. The frauds and stuff.
Right.
He basically put forth I guess a presidential order that forces all these states to actually do the investigations they're supposed to do. So what they were doing prior to this was just letting people have whatever they wanted. And so like a lot of people are losing their ABT and SNAP because they're either here like illegally or they're not actually disabled. You know, they won't. There's no reason for them to be getting it.
Yeah. That's good.
Now if they can just get my aunt and make her get a job, that'd be great. It's so frustrating with the, like my aunt and my cousins, like none of them can work. But none of them could do anything it takes to get onto any sort of social benefits. It's just too much work for them to get onto benefits so that they're not like stealing money from my mom. Like fucking crazy. She was working, right? Like my mom has a job now again. Oh, did we die? Oh no. Well, I think he might have died. Detroit, are you gone forever? Yeah, I was waiting for that. Yo,
All right.
you've returned?
Yeah, dude, it finally kicked me off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was fucking around with the grandpuppy, and then I thought, like, oh, maybe you're distracted. And I'm like, all right, are we just both distracted at the same moment? And then you didn't say anything, so I'm like, oh, fuck. I guess I actually got kicked off this time.
No, I was talking about the EBT SNAP stuff that Trump went through, and then complaining about my my cousins and my aunt who like can't be bothered to work, but can't be bothered to go get like whatever like benefits they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
oh, I
fucking
can't
weird.
work, but I can't go get benefits to not have to work. It's like, well, pick one, because you know. So my mom, like my mom, you know, my mom's back to work, right?
Yeah. Yeah, to support your aunt or whatever,
Yeah.
who's supporting other people that refuse to work.
Yep. Well,
or pay
my
rent or
cousins,
do
both of
anything.
them. I have two cousins that she's got two kids. The one that is the pedophile who has a wife and a couple of kids, and the other one who lives in her house and doesn't do anything or go anywhere. Apparently,
Yeah, it's
because
fucking
he's
crazy.
too
dude.
fragile. I just kind of stopped buying into this bullshit at a certain point. I don't understand why people keep feeding
Yeah. Yeah, it's
the
pretty crazy.
bullshit. What was the other one that was up there? Oh, the fucking OnlyFans model. I hadn't seen that shit. That was crazy. Like the
Yeah.
OnlyFans
Oh, is that
model,
one
they
where
were
they
like
fell off
fucking
the
on a
balcony or
balcony or something, her and two other guys. And then she
Yeah.
fucking falls off the balcony and they're like, I wonder if there's something questionable about that. Fucking really? You wonder?
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little suspicious.
Yeah. Good lord.
Or not. Fucking.
Oh, super
All
fucking
right.
sus. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
in
no.
like Colombia, so I don't know if they're ever gonna fucking try it. This bitch just put a fucking hoop over the fucking water.
Mhm.
One of the
What now?
characters puts out a big blue hoop of speed. Speed your whole team up.
Yeah.
And she put it over the water. You'll never catch
Alright.
me. Like over a river, and I'm like, I want to die for my speed. What are you doing?
What the fuck?
I'll throw in this match just so she fucking report me. Oh, they're using some sort of software because this guy can't fucking miss with the fucking rockets.
Mhm.
Like every time somebody gets low to health, they just stop taking damage. There we go. What was it? There was something else there. Let me take a look real quick. Oh, Blake Lively. Jesus, apparently Blake Lively's the fucking devil, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit.
Like, everything I
Yeah.
see from her is just worse and worse.
Yeah, it sucks because Ryan Reynolds seemed like one of the few decent people in Hollywood.
Oh, apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not. It sucks. He's a fucking entertaining dude. But yeah, apparently also a scumbag. Yeah, I guess that case is settled or whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I don't know
With,
what happened on that case.
That Baldoni guy that I forget what it was. It was like some kind of movie, and she wanted to just completely have it rewritten.
Basically, she took over
From what
everything in the
reality
movie
was.
and then complained that he sexually harassed her and did all this other stuff to
Yeah,
fuck with her and take the movie away from her. And none of what she's
yeah.
saying is true. The entire thing was like his whole thing from the beginning. She used all sorts of backdoor, like, slimy shit to fucking,
Yeah.
to take over.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember hearing about it because somehow she managed to get into the Met Gala or whatever. You know, that fucking thing that everybody seems to fucking really care about being seen at
Yeah.
once a year or whatever. But yeah, from what I heard though, it's like she just bought a seat. Like she paid like $100,000. Like she wasn't really invited. It was kind of a tie-in with because apparently Meghan Markle has wanted to make her way to that, and she's never been invited.
Let's see. But I'm curious because, like, even Robert Downey Jr. had a problem with him.
Yeah, I didn't see that actual video.
She tried to get fucking, tried to take Margot Robbie's place as Barbie. Like, ruthless fucking bitch.
That's fucking wow. Well, at least they're being found out. I don't know if there'll be any actual truly negative consequences for any of it.
Repercussions?
Yeah. Hopefully. Oh, their fucking career should be over, both of them now.
You would think. But I mean, like, fucking look how they replied to fucking, what do you call it? Fucking Will Smith in the slap. All those little pissant little pieces of shit just sat in that fucking room clapping for him like he was a fucking magical pony or some shit. You know, it's like...
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Like, he was clearly, like, what he did was wrong on every fucking level.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. That whole thing is...
Fucking... Yeah, that was just fucking bizarre. Well, yeah, the guy that just slapped the fucking shit out of the host. Give him an award and not...
Well, and not only
that
but, like, the thing that always bothered me about that was... You know that was a joke that went through, like, a writing room.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't, like, just something that happened. You know, like, he might have written it, I don't know, but for primarily, I don't think he did. Like, I'm sure it was a room full of people, because, yeah, I can't imagine why they would allow him to fucking write the jokes. But, yeah, that's some crazy shit. Let's see. Oh, I somehow got all the way back to the beginning of the scroll? Damn. I must have misclicked somewhere. Oh, there were people trying to fucking shit on the guy that fucking... Some 55-year-old dude, like, his daughter died, who was around the age of that girl in the Pragmatic game. And he was expressing that, you know, that helped him deal with his grief. And a bunch of people came out and started trying to, like, fucking shit on him for that. Like, that's how bad the women have gotten on the internet, dude. Like, it's so fucking crazy.
That's pretty fucking gross.
Poor guy.
You tried to tell me I couldn't go on holiday last year, and you're trying to tell me I can't go on holiday this year.
I've never once said you can't go.
Oh yeah, that was another one. That was a weird one. How the fuck do these people stay in the relationships they're in? You gotta wonder. Like, there's one where it's in a guy and a girlfriend having an argument, and she's going on vacation without him somewhere with her friends. And he even heard them talking about, like, bringing condoms and stuff. And he's like, I don't want you to go on that vacation. You should go on vacation with me. I'm your boyfriend. We've been together for X number of years or whatever. And she's acting like he's a psycho. It's like, I don't understand why he's even having that conversation. And so much as like, I hope you enjoy your vacation. When you come back, your shit's going to be moved the fuck out.
Yeah.
And we're done, because you're obviously planning that in the first place. Who gives a shit if she changes her mind now? That she was planning it in the first place is the reason you break up with her. Like, you're in a relationship and she's going to go on vacation with her friends and go on some fuck fest somewhere else. Yeah, dude, she doesn't love you. Get out of that relationship, man. That's crazy. And I just don't get it. Like, I understand, like, the being intimidated because people beat you up or whatever. Like, that kind of makes sense to some extent. Like, oh, yeah, Oh, wow. But, no, it's just, I've watched too much relationship and, like, family court stuff up. Oh, some guy sent lizard DNA to 23andMe and got results back from, like as if it was a real person.
Oh, right.
That shit's fucking funny right there.
Interesting.
And then there was the guy that cut all his stuff in half. I thought that was a mature and appropriate response to a divorce. The number of things that like, that's one of the other things I've noticed. Is these women in divorce courts are, like, going for, like, blood, man. Stuff that they don't own, they never owned together. You know what I mean? It's like stuff that they have no question as to who should have it. That it should be the... like that it should be the what do you call it? The fucking... the husband, because it was like his mom's fucking house or something. It's like... Like, that shit is nuts. And then the courts even entertain it. Like, that it's even, like, a question. And some courts will give it to the woman. Like, that's the part that's even crazier.
Yeah, it's like, they could have a prenup. They could have, again, he had the vast majority of the wealth before they even got married. They're still like, nah, still gonna let him have it all. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
Why am I not getting a death cam? Yeah, and it's so sad. I don't understand why anybody get married. One of the ones that I thought was crazy was they had to make an argument just to keep the fucking prenup, like, legal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the fucked up shit. You're like, how are you invalidating what they fucking agreed to? You know what I mean? It's one thing if it's like, okay, well then, you're obligated to fucking do some illegal shit. That's understandable, dude. Like, but beyond that, like, fuck that. They agreed to this before they got fucking married.
Yeah.
How are you invalidating that? But it fucking happens all the goddamn time.
Man. I've not gotten a death cam this entire game. And there's a guy that's definitely running aimbot. Because nobody wins when they're standing still and shooting all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, unless they're fucking
That's
cheating.
the
Like, I'm
point,
sorry. Like, you're not juking at all? You're fucking just magically shooting through the fucking walls? No. Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
How I long to sink my teeth into them.
It's getting to be that time of day though.
Mm.
Oh, did you know it's actually illegal to cheat in fucking Korea? And not like North Korea, but like South Korea.
Like to cheat on like your spouse?
No, like to cheat in a video game. Like it's fucking illegal.
Oh. Yeah, like oh wow, no shit.
Yeah, you fucking
Like,
do
you can be
time.
arrested for it?
Yeah, you can get you fucking you do time.
That's fucking crazy. People have actually been arrested?
Yeah, like especially if it's like in a contest or something where there's money involved.
Oh, gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely fucking bonkers. I'm amazed that anyone would give a shit.
Yeah, to hear that much is pretty fucking crazy.
It's cool. I don't know that like
Right.
I don't know how you prosecute that. Like that just seems like it'd be weird to try to prosecute.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts. Oh, damn it.
I think he turned his aimbot once I called him on it. Turned it
Oh, yeah.
off.
That's good.
Oh, we're still gonna lose. Like there's still.
Yeah, now that they're way ahead. I'll turn it off now or say something.
Yeah, and I just
And that our victory is assured.
did more damage than his character should be able to take, and it didn't do anything to him. Didn't kill him. And they know where my ult is because they're using walls, so it's never a surprise where my ult comes from.
Yeah. What else is happening in that day?
I don't know. There's not a lot going on. I know there's a fucking kooky billionaire that wants to be governor. But I don't know that I give a shit. Like, cause like, it's kind of fucked if you do, fucked if you don't, kind of thing. And so I don't know that like, I don't know that like it's gonna make a difference. Like, I don't know enough about the billionaire. Everything I've seen him say is really fucking dumb. Also, so that doesn't help. You know what I mean? Like, it's like none of what it's all more liberal bullshit. So whatever his plan is more liberal nonsense. And I don't like, it's not going to make more housing. It's not going to make people, you know, it's more of the like, give me your money and I'll give you more money.
Yeah. I guess it's prosperity politics.
Yeah, it is prosperity politics. If you think about it, yeah.
Yeah. Prosperity preaching, prosperity politics. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
Oof. What was it? I was playing comp the other night, and they got a random extra player joined in after one of their players quit, which is not supposed to happen.
Oh, wow.
Because like normal gameplay, if you're playing on Overwatch, like the regular quick play, if somebody leaves your team, somebody else will just be put in your team after like a few seconds. In comp, if it happens within the first minute, the game's just over. No one wins, like no points. And
right.
if it happens in the middle of the game, like after the game's been going for a while, you just don't have that player for the rest of the game. So you might have like a 5-4 match for the rest of the game if they leave. And one of the people on their team left, and then immediately was replaced by another person. And I'm like, what the fuck? Crazy shit going on, man.
Damn.
Let's see. Oh, the clown car, yeah. Did you see the chick I put the nice comment on? That she was aiming for the clown that rides the short bus look?
Yeah. Oh.
Where she had like the lipstick and the fucking little choker and low cut shirt and the big fucking black triangles under her eyes with the fucking wicked written across her head. I was just like, what a fucking what a whack job.
Fucking crazy bitch. Right.
Oh yeah, the first female sheriff died on 30 felonious fucking incompetency crimes. That shit was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, she was so bad, they fucking indicted her on 30 felonies. Oh, the racial gerrymandering is over. That was right. Not only that, but it looks like there's going to be a big swamp. Because of all the people that have left the blue states and gone to red states, there's going to be a massive shift of... well, there was already going to be a massive shift towards conservatism on the House. They were going to pick up like 6 more seats because they're going to be taken away from blue states that lost population.
Oh, wow.
But now with the racial gerrymandering dead, where they're no longer allowed to gerrymander based on racial groups, so that there's no, like, well, if we don't have enough black senators or black House representatives, we're not doing our, we're not good or whatever. Instead, it just has to be like
it's
regular districts. Yeah. That's already being done. That's probably going to shift it even further in the House and the Senate. It's going to take away some seats from some people that just didn't deserve them, but were only getting them because of like racial priorities, like getting prioritized by race instead of like ability or skill, or the number of people in their district that actually want them there. Oh yeah, fucking Russell Brand, dude. What's with everybody protecting Russell Brand? I see all these conservatives on his fucking side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he was
Oh,
36
yeah,
years old and he raped a 15-year-old. Like, that's not consensual at 15. That's a rape. Like,
Right. Yeah. I guess he's
I don't give a shit if he's conservative or not. I know he's. I've seen him be kind of more conservative than liberal on a regular basis, but I don't give a shit. He's still a scumbag.
Also, he's also gone the Christian bullshit route.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
Did you see him on Piers Morgan, where Piers Morgan is like, "Oh, I see you got the Bible. That's the one you had when you were on that in court or whatever." And he's like, "What passage did you? Why did you have in the court? For what passage?" And then like he was like leaping through it, and he couldn't come up with what passage he was talking about, or the reason he supposedly had it in court.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
He's as real of a Christian as all those other people are, no doubt. There's a lot of Sunday Christians in politics. Trump is pretending to be Christian. I mean, we all know he's pretending.
Indeed.
The man's never been to church before, and suddenly he's a fucking Baptist or some nonsense.
Right.
There's one I could do without. I would really like to see that end in my lifetime. The necessity, if you want to be in politics, the necessity of pretending to be on like some sort of religion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. I remember being a little hopeful when Obama got in, just because he had mentioned like people of all faith or of no faith. Like he just mentioned that in a speech, and I was like, that's pretty encouraging. And he actually brought up like atheists and the fucking atheists, agnostics, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't. Still not going to be easy to get elected.
No.
As an avowed atheist.
Plus, you got to get through all the fraud that other people are committing too. Oh, do you see the pictures of the pizza thing I made?
No. Damn it. I fucking missed that one. Hold on.
I posted this up there. So I made it.
I know I asked you to, and I still missed it. I'm an asshole.
I made it, and my mom convinced me to cook it on the pizza stone at like super high temperature for 10 minutes, and I did, and I ate it. And I've realized now that it should have cooked in a regular oven at like 350 for like 20 to 25 minutes, maybe even half an hour. Because there's so many layers.
The dough not all?
The dough was very raw in the middle. And like, I kind of knew I shouldn't eat it, but it was tasty and I was really hungry. And so I ate it anyway, and I spent like half a Friday night just miserable. I went in and tried to do karaoke for like, I don't know, maybe an hour and just gave up. But it looked really pretty.
Right. God damn it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well.
Well, next time, if you're gonna, are you planning on trying it again at some point?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna try it like this week, but I'm gonna try it again for sure.
Yeah.
This week I got surprised yesterday by Fen Night. My brother keeps saying he's not gonna cook, but then not telling me, Because like I don't care if he wants to cook or not. If you don't want to cook, I'll make my own food. I'm a big boy.
Right.
But you gotta let me know before the fucking night of. But I came across a store that wasn't being sold on the Grubhub, but now it is again. And I got to order my food from there, and I was very happy. And so I bought 3 different meals. I bought like the quesadilla, the nachos, and the chimichanga. And then I split each of those meals up into 3 parts and ate 1/3 of each meal for dinner last night. And then I had 1/3 of each one for lunch today. And then tomorrow night when I gotta have dinner, like fix my own dinner again, I'm gonna have the last third of all of this.
Nice.
And so I get a little bit of each thing. I get a little chimichanga, a little nachos, a little quesadilla with each meal. It's really good. Really, really fucking good.
Nice.
And they're pretty cheap. It was like $60 for... Like, I honestly, if I think I was buying 3 meals at Burger King, I'd probably be spending more. It'd be like $80 if I wanted to buy that much food at Burger King as I got from this little local Mexican place.
Mm. Yeah, all the fast food places seem to be like the same or more than any like individual little place.
Well,
or even sit down places now.
Well, and all these restaurants treat your business as though you're obligated to give them your money.
Mm.
That's the thing I've noticed now with, well, in a major way dealing with the fucking, what was it, the Krispy Kreme donuts in the area I'm at. Like, I put in an order for Krispy Kreme donuts, and then I was like, because it was my birthday, and I was like, I want to have a couple donuts for breakfast. And then I saw they had, like a 4-pack apple fritters, and I'm like, oh, I really like apple fritters. I'll buy that 4-pack. I'll throw it in the freezer, and then I got breakfast for like 4 other times with like a nice donut some other time, you know? And I'm not paying like another delivery fee later, so I'll just, it'll just sit in the freezer for a while. I have a lot of frozen food in my freezer. But they didn't have them, and the guy called me up, and he was like, the driver called up and said, oh yeah, I know they don't have it, what else did you like? And I said, oh no, if they don't have the fritters, then I don't want that, just refund that. And the guy at the store was like, oh no, he doesn't get to do that. That's not allowed.
Wow. And
I'm like, no, that's illegal, that's fraud. You go tell that guy to go fuck himself and take that shit off my account, because I'm not paying him for it, and I'll charge it back on the credit card if I have to, but he's not getting the money. That's not how that works. You don't advertise shit and then not have it, and then have a legal right to my money after that. Like, that's not how that works. So my prediction is, because I've noticed this happening a lot of places will replace your shit with cheaper stuff when you order, and a lot of places will just replace it with and they claim that they don't have the item, and they'll replace it with cheaper shit. And they don't charge you cheaper prices, they charge you the same price.
Right.
So, like,
the way that's supposed to work is it's the same or better.
Well, not only that, if they don't have what you ordered, they should be contacting you and saying, hey, we don't have that. Would you like something else, or would you like to refund that item?
Yeah, cancel the order, yeah.
And so that's been an issue for me. But I'm wondering, though, how long is that going to last? I have a feeling that's going to be one of the major lawsuits that's going to come up. Is going to be like a suit against all the different companies. So like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats. I bet you they're all going to get sued about that pretty soon. Because it's a pretty blatant, deceptive business practices case. It's like, you can't advertise stuff you don't have and then keep the person's money when you don't give them what they asked for. Like, they have to have the option to refund their money. I mean, can you fucking imagine if that was, like, translated to anything else? Like, how fast that would be dealt with? Like, going into a fucking department store and you're like, well, we're looking at refrigerators. Well, now that you've looked, you have to buy one of ours, but you don't have the one I want. You advertise this one for sale. No, yeah, it doesn't matter if we have that. Now you have to buy it here because you walked through the door.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Yeah, there's no way that shit's gonna fucking.
No, I can understand.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have the time. Somebody's gonna have the time to fucking.
Well, I think what's going to happen is some lawyer's going to realize what's going on and start talking to some friends and get some financing to put together a firm that's going to go after all of them for a big chunk of change, and then people like me will get like $3 and they'll end up walking away with like $100 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, I can understand if it was the other way around. If I was like, oh yeah, I want those 4 apple fritters, and then call up before they're, you know, as they're delivering the food and be like, I want those taken off, I don't want them. And they're like, but they're already on the way, you can't take it off now. Like, that would be different.
Yeah.
Oh, you see the thing about self-driving cars can get ticketed now?
Oh, really?
Apparently there was no way to legally give them a ticket for driving badly or dangerously or any of the things they were doing.
Wow. Well, that's good then. Crazy it took this long.
Yeah, I don't know if it's all states. I know it was one state that said, hey, from now on, autonomous cars can be ticketed and the fines will be paid, are going to be forwarded to whoever owns the car. So, like,
right.
You know, 2 random people just taking a Waymo are not going to get, like, the ticket because the Waymo cut a bunch of traffic off or speeded or, you know, stopped in the wrong place or whatever. It's going to be whoever owns the Waymo.
Yeah, you're not going to ticket the passenger for it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they made sure to write it properly so the police couldn't do that.
Nice.
Though I do wonder, in a failure to yield case, like, say for whatever reason the cops are trying to pull over one of those cars and it just doesn't pull over and the passenger doesn't pull it over, like, I kind of have to wonder if that might end up somehow getting the passenger some sort of charges.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Oh yeah, I'm never gonna use one of those cars though, so I'm not worried. But I feel like that could raise the prices on them pretty substantially. Let's see. I think that might be. Oh yeah, talking about Marie Antoinette and let them eat cake. That's what I was thinking. Those are like the OG Democrats from France.
All right.
Oh, the kid who had to throw his fucking right over the pictures in my pizza thing. This mom found her kid throwing the cat, so she made him go grab his PS5 out and throw it at the ground as hard as he was throwing the cat.
Oh wow, nice.
And I was like, hell yeah. And he's crying like a fucking river. And you're like, and you watch him throw in the fucking PS5 and you're like, damn, boy, what you were doing the cat for? But he's like, I guess he's like 10, so you never know. It could just be like a one-off kind of fuck-up thing.
Yeah, it's just a weird rage-out moment.
Yeah. Oh, I saw one where a lady got supposedly fired. She said she got fired for being on TikTok. And I have to wonder... she said she was only doing it on her, like, time off. Like, her break times and times that she was on lunch and stuff. Not at work, doing work. Yeah. And there's no details to know whether or not that's actually confirmed or not, if that's true or not. So it kind of sucks. I hate when there's not enough details to know, because she seems like a lying cunt. So I kind of feel like just automatically not believing most of what she says is probably the best choice in any given situation. But I hate when there's never enough of the story. Sorry, it's fucking... My mom keeps bringing colds home from the fucking bus. The other day she was helping some fucking little girl get on the bus. And the little girl thanked her by jamming her fingers straight in her fucking mouth.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, my mom works on the short buses. And so, like, you know, they need people to help get those kids on the bus and get them strapped in so that they can't, you know, cause a problem? I mean, it just depends. Because not all of them are that bad, but, like, I guess just move around and distract the driver more than anything else. But this little girl was very appreciative, apparently, of being locked into her seat to the point where she, just decided to throw a random finger in the mouth, you know, like, hey, good job.
Appreciate it. Here you go.
No. Let's see what else is here. Guy, oh. That was pretty funny. When men stop
doing the dirty and dangerous jobs that keep society running.
Can you give me an example of which jobs you're referring to?
I love when feminists try to fight the idea that men do all the, like, the hard and dangerous work. And then they're like, you know, and this one was like, can you give me an example? And the girl's like, you know, sewer, cleaning sewage, running electrical lines, gas lines. All she's running like the whole list, you know, like the really dangerous shit. You know, working on an oil derrick, stuff like that. And it was very entertaining. It's like I had a feeling my time was getting short when I realized how seriously everyone took it. When they were like, you could tell they were kind of upset when I what was I asked? It was a very simple question. What was it? Oh, it was like they were watching some lady like talk about like what she expected from all her dates or whatever, and my response was she's like listing out all this like silly nonsense. And my one comment in the group was just like what is she bringing to the table? Like, I hear an awful lot of what she expects the man to do, but what's she gonna do in response to all this other shit? You know, like and the room, the chat went dead fucking quiet. There were like 10 people in the room watching the show. But it seemed like a fair question to me. You know, she's like, he's got to have all this money, he's got to do, you know, this kind of job, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do for any of that? Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know, unless you know anything interesting going on. I don't really... kind of tapped out there.
I don't know. I can't think of anything else. See if I'm missing anything in the Discord. You know, it's the Trump assassination, the latest assassination thing did not seem to get a lot of play. Like it's just been
crazy.
accepted as a normal thing now, right? You know what I mean? Like, oh, yep, another one. I guess this is just going to keep happening. No need to talk about it. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, Lord. I not that you should label one side good and the other side evil. I get that, but like I feel like there's a pretty big difference in how many assassination attempts were made on Trump and Biden. So I feel like that says a lot about who was making these.
Yeah. Who's the
moral judgments?
The unhinged
so-called.
side at this point. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so strong in the beliefs of my position that I'm going to kill the opposition.
Yeah.
Instead of just, kind of refuting their ideas or whatever.
Yeah, I often wondered if they think they're going to get like some sort of reward.
Yeah. A little fucking terrifying, like, if one of them's finally successful. What's going to happen to, in response to that, somebody manages to off him.
Wow.
It's a scary thought.
Yeah. That would be. I really hope not.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely not.
I wonder if Trump's. Yeah. I hope he keeps safe for the rest of his term because he's really doing a lot of really important things to return the power to make decisions back to like the citizens.
Yeah. Yeah, the attacking Iran thing still seemed a bit odd to me. But I guess. Yeah, I have no idea though. I haven't, honestly, I just kind of checked out on all that shit.
Fair enough. I was wondering, maybe is there any good drama stuff going, or?
Yeah, the stuff with the quartering, I guess.
Oh yeah. Now his coffee company might be fake or something. It might be white label, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Although to be fair,
white label is
I assumed
Are you not familiar
it
with
was.
white label? All right. Yeah, but it's still like if they're claiming otherwise, it's pretty fucking shitty. Because he had to claim poverty one time. Somebody was shutting down his distribution and all this shit. maybe about a year ago, or somewhere around there. Yeah. So for it to turn out that he's not on the hook for any of the production or any of that shit that he claimed he was. So for him to grift off of it, like it, you know what I mean? It's one thing to just claim it and sell it, but to try to grift more money off of your audience by claiming that you actually own all the the production aspects of it when you don't is pretty fucking gross. So yeah, that's different in my opinion.
All right, fair enough.
Because again, if you're claiming that you're actually renting out the facilities and you're actually producing it,
oh yeah, no, I'm not.
That you own.
I'm not saying that he's being fraudulent. I'm just saying I'm amazed that anybody thought he was actually making coffee. Like I just assumed he was
that like one of his family members
some other company to make the coffee and then just slap it a label.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the white label shit is not that uncommon, especially for fucking content creators and shit nowadays.
Yeah, I would never think to hide that.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why they
yeah.
lie about it. Yeah, like if it's good and it's worth it, then people will buy it. Like you don't need to pretend that your grandmother is hand roasting the bean, the coffee bean.
Fair enough.
It's an odd thing to do. But yeah, no, that's kind of secondary to him having a bunch of channels stricken down and taken out for criticizing him.
Yeah, that's the part that's really scummy that I've seen that about.
Yeah,
he's shutting down all these other channels.
Yeah, it's like I've despised Worski for like close to a decade now, but Hambly like being like, I'm gonna take your fucking channel out, and then I'll fucking do it, and then like a day later it happens, and then claim that you had nothing to do with it. Seems like an odd claim to make. And then like he's taken down like the channels that were clipping them, like clipping their criticisms of him and doing clip channels. He's taken down like several channels have gone down.
Anybody that said anything about it.
Yeah.
Luckily nobody knows who the fuck we are, so
yeah. Oh, another aspect of the coffee thing is apparently like if you're selling just regular plain bean coffee that doesn't have any additional flavors added, you don't really have to have any kind of nutritional information. But any kind of flavored coffees, that makes that a requirement. And he has not had any, because he's come up with a bunch of fucking crazy, there's a shitload of different flavored shit that he's got going on with the coffees. And just hasn't bothered to put the nutrition information on the way the FDA requires. And then claimed, like, it was an oversight here. No, look, we'll put it on the website. It's just you deranged fucking people online, that want this. But here you go. It's on the website in the meantime. And then you go to the website. It's not on the website. And it's just he's handling everything insanely, like just the fucking shittiest way possible. And I hope his life is ruined. Like he's been shitty enough that I genuinely hope his life is ruined.
Well, I mean, if anybody deserves it, it's like him,
Yeah. He's always been horrible. He's always been a fucking grifting fucking shit. But dude, when you start taking channels down like that, and then I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like it's that much of a chore to just be compliant with what the FDA requires. Like it doesn't seem like it would be too much of a hit for him to just have that on there. So it just seems like more greed.
Yeah.
Like everything is just greed and spite out of this fucking guy. And he's always been a grifting, an insincere grifting fucking freak. And again, for him to try to pivot into like, I'm a Christian guy now, 'cause that seems to be what's popular. And then, being involved in this polycule where this other dude was apparently fucking his wife on a regular basis. And that's what was criticized. Like, no, you just put my wife into it. And then you find out, like, she's all over other of his channels because he's got a bunch of different channels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like all over, and all kinds of other fucking videos and shit. So, like, yeah, them criticizing your wife, you clearly put out there on a bunch of other places.
Yeah, I thought that was
on
really
channels.
shitty excuse.
Yeah, it was obviously just bullshit. He's obviously just a fucking, like, the alcoholism has finally, like, rotted his brain. He's clearly an alcoholic. Like, it's, I guess can't say clearly, but ever. But
taking away somebody else's livelihood because they said mean words is not appropriate.
Yeah. And it's more directed at him anyway, calling him a cuck. Not even really
going after,
I know, yeah.
Blatant. What do you call it?
Yeah, just people fucking making fun of
defamation is one thing, but yeah, it's like jokes and humor and shit. Then you just need to get thicker skin.
Yeah, and again, it's Kino Casino, dude. Why are you taking them seriously anyway?
Oh, is
They're
that
blatant
Warski?
fucking trolls. Yeah, it's Warski and PPP.
I don't remember who PPP is, but Warski's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
so.
he's like a fat, nerdy fucking white dude.
Uh,
Yeah, he's actually okay. I mean, I'm never gonna. He's just a fucking scumbag. But I should never say never. But yeah, PPP can actually be kind of entertaining. But it's fucking. They're really, again, incredibly like childish, dude. So I don't understand the fandom or any of that shit. But they have fans, and they like to fuck with people. Ignore them. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's usually what I would say with that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes
people
that's
are
not the
trashing
option,
you
but
or
almost
calling
always
you
it is.
names or whatever. Just
that's almost always the best option. This one, again, there may be some where you do have to respond, but this ain't one of those. Just fucking ignore them. They're clowns. And they're obviously just fucking with you. They're not fucking with your business. They're not actually fucking with your wife. Unlike, whoever the bull guy is that's fucking her on a regular basis, apparently. Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently
somebody
there are
fucking
ads
hurt
of
his
him,
wife or something?
And no, dude. Apparently they're like in a whole big polycule situation with like several people that all have to fuck each other. Like it's like a actual I don't know if it's an official like legal contract, but they're all supposed to like interact and fuck each other on a regular basis. Apparently that's the actual thing. Like they found an ad for them wanting to add a seventh or something like that. Like adding a seventh person to their fucking polycule.
Oh god, there was a place that codified that into rights. I was watching a video from Christensen about it, and it just it hit me the wrong way that they would have any sort of rights past like basic marriage.
Yeah, it does seem kind of odd. That's interesting. Have to make laws about it.
I don't know. What they're doing is it's like I couldn't really
almost like
follow
sanctioning it by making the laws.
I think they're making it so that it's similar to marriage being respected. These like group relationships.
Right.
What?
Yeah, it seems like polygamy and bigamy and all that shit. So
yeah, and it just doesn't sit right with me.
Polycules.
I mean, I don't care what people do in there. Like, if you want to be in a whatever the fuck that nonsense is, do it on your own time. That's fine. But I don't think the government should recognize it or make it like a marriage. And it's also like to cover like health insurance stuff too, which is ridiculous now. That like a company might be responsible for like somebody's like 7 other fucking polycules.
Are you guys talking about like polyamory and all that?
Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit what people do in their private life, but like government's making it legal and requiring like companies to pay for insurance, and now they can go to court and go after each other's shit and all that other stuff. And eventually, they're going to force force people to perform marriages for them. And
I don't think that polyamory, as it is and how its practice should even be remotely recognized. I'm very much against it because it doesn't. It's not good for relationships. That's one thing, but then for health reasons, it's really not good. There's actually a fungal disease called Candida orange, and it occurs predominantly in polyamorous relationships. It's quite literally a fungus that gets developed because of confrontation between different immune systems. And essentially what happens is that when you get when you have like a man and a woman, I mean they tend to do that, but kind of like a pair bonding kind of thing, and they kind of have like shared immunity and that kind of stuff. It also helps with family units and all that as well. However, if you have multiple men and women and they're going back and forth and that kind of stuff, the pair bonding desire doesn't know what to do because there's too many partners, and because there's too many partners, it causes various different cells to die, and it creates fungus and all that stuff. And this fungus, it's sort of like it's an unseen disease that's sort of similar to black mold, and there is no treatment whatsoever, none, zero, zip, zilch, because it's not something that normally happens because people don't normally engage in polyamory, especially not long term, and it has all kinds of health problems for everyone involved. And not only that, this fungus ends up on everything, like it just sort of, it's like particles in the air. It ends up on the walls, on the curtains, on the televisions. It's like that this fungus is just so pervasive on everything, and there's zero treatment. The only thing you can do is burn everything down. That's the problem.
Burn it all to the ground.
And even if you leave the relationship and you isolate yourself, it doesn't seem to let up. It seems like it's a lifelong fungus that you'll have to deal with, and it just keeps going.
Yeah, fungal infections are the scary ones too. Like those are the ones that can be really, really damaging in a lot of cases, and not a lot you can do about them.
The only case that I do know of where polyamory, at least sort of it, can work, seems to be the two types. Really. One being like in the porn industry because they go through rigorous medical treatments and vaccines and all the other kind of stuff. That seems to be working. Not only that, they use a lot of protection when they have sex, so it's not the same thing. While a lot of people who engage in like open polyamory relationships, they just use no protection, just go all in on everything, and that's the worst kind of thing. However, the other one that seems to work, it's the only one that is known of, it is kind of like what the Mormons do, where you have like one guy and multiple wives, because the women are pair bonding with one guy. If you incorporate another man into the mix, it's instant fungal disease. It just can't work. So in other words, men can have multiple wives and be perfectly healthy, but women pretty much can't have multiple partners. It just doesn't work. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't care what people do on their own time.
Well,
I just don't want to see the laws getting changed to allow it make it the same as a marriage, or like require companies to offer insurance to somebody's 6 partners. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to go fuck 20 people, go fuck 20 people, but don't.
Well, I do think that regulating it probably isn't ideal, but I think some sort of awareness should be brought up because there are people in there who are all progressive, engaging in polyamory, and they have no idea that they're creating a very hazardous, dangerous environment that could also potentially be dangerous for communities at large. Because, like I said, this stuff is like airborne; it will just spread. Now, granted, when they get out in sunlight, it's not really a big deal. But if they go house to house to house to house, fucking with all kinds of different people, it can spread it and cause all kinds of other issues. So, I'm with you that the government shouldn't be getting involved, but I don't think we should be promoting it. And I think
No,
a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying we should be promoting it.
no,
No.
obviously, no. Obviously, you're not
Yeah.
saying that. But what I'm saying is like maybe there needs to be some sort of campaign to shun this kind of behavior because it really should be shunned because it's like we're talking untreatable fungal
Yeah, there's some sort of like
infections.
ringworm that's been identified too.
Yep. So polyamory is something that's really gross and should not be promoted.
Candida yeast infections are going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, and then that makes sense. Yeah, because one of the things is normally if you have like two people in a relationship, they abstain and treat whatever like infections or fungal or whatever things happen. But if you have multiple people all getting around each other, you can have reoccurrence and stuff like that where like you one person gets treated, but then it gets passed around while they're being treated and somebody else has it, and then it gets passed again to the group, and it just never gets going, never goes away.
Mm-hmm. All bad. All bad.
Yeah, because it sounded kind of crazy, and I'm like, is this like some sort of fucking like crazy conspiracy theory? But no, like it's not only fungal but ringworm too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's all bad. Never engage in that kind of stuff. That's why like.
Hey, you know, if you have a chance to get into a threesome with two hot chicks one time, go for it. Just don't move in. You know, don't move in and make that like a regular thing.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
even.
long term.
I'm not even sure if that's even worth the risk. To be
Well,
totally honest.
Worth the risk if like one of them you're dating one of them and then the other one wants to be in there as a threesome, you're gonna break up the relationship. But if you were even considering it, the relationship probably wasn't gonna last. So you might as well get in on that threesome and then.
I mean,
get out.
that could be it too. Could be. So I don't know.
I know that makes sense. I always thought that. People always talk about how like threesomes ended their relationship, and I'm like, that you were even considering it was a sign that your relationship wasn't good to start with.
Yeah, it depends on the relationship, really. I mean, like, I don't know. I think ultimately, I think it's.
If you're in a happy relationship, you wouldn't be thinking of other people.
I mean, yeah, I think like it's more common, and if you're talking about it, it's beneficial if like the guy has it open on his end. But that's also because it's like the less likely of disease and all that, and all.
Biologically, there's just no benefit for women to have multiple partners. There is benefit for men to have multiple partners. Like realistically,
yeah,
it does make sense on a biological level, and like. It's like it's
Well, I mean, it's also good on other levels. Because
women have babies, so like if you're going around and sleeping with a bunch of people as a man, you're not as likely to end up having to take care of a kid for 18 years as you are as a woman. If you go around and sleep around like a man does, it's like, I'm sorry, I know that's not fair, and it's supposed to be everything is supposed to be fair and equal, but there are certain genetic realities that are just not gonna work. You know, like you can't get around reality. That's the problem.
You want to know who the fucking father kid is, dude.
Yeah.
You want to have no fucking doubt, ideally.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's a fucking.
And right now, I think we need to like. I think one of the few times I think we do need to get laws involved with people's personal relationships is I think that it should be a standard requirement for paternity testing for every single child that's born.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason you could ever want to not have that is if you intend to cheat the system, or you want to lie about it, or you want to cheat on your spouse and get away with it. And the funny thing is, women seem to think that this is only going to affect them, but it's not. because if the first guy isn't the right one, and paternity testing is required for all kids that are born, wouldn't that mean she has to provide you with the actual father's name at that point? Because he needs to come in and get tested and prove that he is the child's father and he is responsible for that child.
Probably.
So it's not just going to be like women getting caught out trying to pass off somebody else's kid as theirs. It's also going to be those dads who are trying to like get away with having that kid and not having to take care of it. They're going to get pulled into it too and like forced to pay for their own kids. Oh no. Like
Responsibility?
responsibility for people, men and women? No. I just think that would be better for kids all together too, because number one, you're going to have less people who are going to be trying to get away with that kind of stuff, because there'll be some people dumb enough to think they're going to get away with it forever. Like, you're just never going to get rid of that group of people. There's always going to be people that dumb. But you're going to a lot of more people are going to be a lot more like careful about who they choose to date and have sex with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would ultimately be like better for society in general.
Yeah, it'd be good.
And imagine how many dollars you'd save in tax money if people couldn't pretend they didn't know who their kid's daddy was. So it wasn't like, oh, we don't know anything about the daddy and mommy won't tell anybody, so we gotta just have the state raise him. I think we need laws in place that it's like, we're going to know exactly who that kid's parent is every time. Because we're not going to take responsibility from the government's not going to take responsibility for raising the kid. And I also think they should bring workhouses back, but that's different.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, you can't find a job and you haven't been able to find one for 3 years? Just off to the workhouse with you. They'll find you something to do, and then that'll pay for your kid.
Here's hoping. I got here kind of late. I guess you guys were winding down.
We pretty much have covered everything, and it is 6:00. Yeah.
Yeah. Not too much else happening in the world. Well, or in Canada and all that. So I guess we're good.
Now we know all about that fungus. The fungus for people that like to fuck too much.
Well, you see, I don't like to shun people who like to fuck too much, but it's like, I don't know, but it's like guys can fuck a lot and be relatively fine. Women, not so much. Partially also because like our reproductive organs are on the outside, theirs are on the inside, which, promotes more like bacteria and all the other kind of stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Women should not be sluts. It's not good. Not good for them, not good for health. Anyway. I have to go.
And Canada man.
Canada man. Saying man whoring is fine.
All right. Well, if anybody is still watching, which I sincerely doubt, Buenos Nachos, we're on our way out.
Take care.
Yeah, everybody not